Let's do this then. Welcome to Solaris Nights, episode 104, Cosmo versus Flare Cloudstep. It should be noted, if you're following along at home, that this is just minutes after Hunter McGregor's episode. So, you know, these guys might be coming in fresh, but I'm already burnt out, so I think I'll just phone this one in. Anyway, what are you two doing? Not terrorism, surely.
Thanks, Hunter, for tiring out AP for me. It'll be helpful. I don't know if you'd call it terrorism, but I think we need to start with a little bit of a discussion.
Cutting enemy supply lines.
Well, Kaseki, my sources, they tell me you were planning something big. And sources, if you remember back to season 1, Cosmo was somewhat associated with the Loki agents. Not like in a friendliest way, but he had a contact. Might I ask, what is going on? What are you doing?
Well, I'm currently working on a way to limit the resistance arrayed against us.
I take out
Saya's death was not going to be the end of this, Mr. Sokolov.
So in this we are aligned. I take out like one of those white noise generator things. If I may be honest with you, I've been thinking for quite some time how to strike back at Clan Jade Falcon, because I feel they have attacked our family. And, Hunter and Seth, they took out 2 of their best, including Saya, rest her soul. But Jade Falcon has thousands of warriors to take their place without even batting an eye. And to quote one of my favorite novels, and I guess it was a movie way back when, knocking them down won the first fight. But we must win the next ones too, so they'll leave us alone. And I think you have a plan to do so. I want in.
Well, rather serendipitous then. Because you see, Mr. Sokolov, I require more men. And you require combat experience for your troops.
Oh, this you know. Have you seen the House God? Disgraceful.
Well, perhaps a little bit of a trial by fire may give them something to remember why it is that they train. And let them see the difference.
I agree. They think Solaris is vacation spot. Zhang has made it quite clear to me that is not their goal here, and perhaps some live training against live fire will liven their spirits. If not, root out the weak ones. Yes.
Well, then it seems we've got everything we need. And Adam will hand Cosmo a manila folder.
I suppose not wise to open this here, yes? I will keep this for later. Pocket it.
Wherever you feel is safest. I'll be seeing you in a few days, Mr. Sokolov. We have much to discuss.
Yes, I look forward to it. And Cosmo's just like thinking, most of his duties that he's done have really been like honorary. He's not really sure, other than like the first Merc mission, he's never really done anything that's a real military before. So he's nervous but excited at the same time.
I want to remind you how your time in the mercenary mission went before you think that you've still done anything military.
It went fantastic.
God, I killed all those people.
He only came back with 3 stress and no mech.
But yeah, Adam after that heads out and leaves Nicholas to his thoughts.
It's a bunch of wannabe death commandos joining the terrorism plot. Got it. All right. This is now a multinational incident. All right, get out of here.
Wannabe is
Get out of here. I
perfect.
got a show to run. Get out.
Goodbye.
Oh, that don't work. Oh, I hit the wrong one. That's why. All right, I made myself disappear.
That is some
I think I'm back.
level 6 magic right there.
You don't listen. Don't tell people that. You don't even know what it looks like.
No, I have no clue what nothing changed on my end.
I know nothing changed on you. This guy. He shows up out of nowhere for one episode in December, and he thinks he can. Oh, I oughta.
Hey, I also had only one episode in November, I'll remind you.
That's fine. As long as you get one, as long as there's at least one episode within an arbitrarily defined month. That's good enough for me.
The MVP, the minimally viable product.
All right. You're back. I don't know if you've heard, but William Wyndham Williamson III has had a heart attack and has been replaced by a new host on the show Solaris Nights, Ernst Dieter Mueller. Other than that, things at the stable have been pretty crazy. And you get a giant mech-sized box delivered to the stable.
A mech-sized box.
Yeah.
I'd probably rope in Caspar to help me unbox the thing, sharing the excitement for whatever it is.
When you make that final cut and the four sides of the box fall down, inside, and as the box falls down, right, the sides like a whoomph, and a massive amount of dirt and dust goes flying. It's a Fire Falcon B, painted in Jade Falcon colors.
Fire Falcon B.
Seismic.
I was going to say, I only know one person who had that. Is there a note?
Nope.
Can I climb into the cockpit and check for a note?
Sure. There's no note in the cockpit.
And Cosmo's probably like immediately looking around once realizing, oh shoot, there's no note. It's Sia's mech. What's it doing here? Oh god, where's Seth and Hunter? Are they going to destroy it? So he's probably talking to someone he hasn't spent too much time talking to is Jay, asking if he can kind of tuck it in the corner and cover it with a tarp so that it doesn't draw too much attention in the meantime, while Cosmo tries to figure out why it's here and why it was delivered to him.
All right, Jay tries to start the mech up, and like you're just barely out of the cockpit, and just like, wait, the computer's been wiped. There's no registered users. I can't start this in engineering mode until someone's imprinted itself as the first user of this mech. I mean, I can insert your brain scan into the gyro, but the operating system needs a user. This copy of Windows 7 hasn't been started yet. All right,
roll it back to XP, please.
No, Jay refuses to do that.
Jay, let me ask you, is there any risk with this? Could this be a trap in any way?
Could be. I don't think it is, though.
Caspar, could you go? No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Cosmo will go up and try to imprint with it.
All right. Jay wirelessly downloads a copy of your brain scan and uploads it into the computer while you're getting situated. It's going to ask you to make a new verbal security code, etc., etc. Set your preferences.
Primarily vodka.
I love that you're saying that with two other people in the cockpit, so now they know what the startup code for your mech is.
Jay's probably just shaking their head.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, Jay can activate engineering mode, or like tech mode, and weapons lock out walking only, but can walk it into a corner of the mech bay and throw a tarp over it. That's what you really want.
Because it is in Jade Falcon colors, probably best to not draw attention to it.
I can repaint the mech, right?
This is true. perhaps change Jade Falcon green to Capellan Confederation green. No one will know the difference, right?
Okay. Yeah, it's just called the Fire Falcon, and it's their premier new light mech developed specifically for a new star of mechs. But yeah, I'm sure no one will see through this. All right, I'll go get some Imperial green rather than Emerald green.
Perfect, Jay. I knew you were the right man for the job.
All right.
You know, I'm trying to...
As you're leaving, Jay puts a hand on your shoulder and says, I prefer a more gender-neutral tone than man.
Oh, I apologize. It was figure of speech. You were the right person. The right individual.
It's just, we live in a world, Cosmo, without borders anymore. The salvation has already come, and we will join General Kerensky soon. When we pass, heaven will have been waiting for us.
Would you say we are knocking on heaven's door?
I would.
I do like that one. That probably gets the song stuck in Cosmo's head as he's walking away. That is now the second time Cosmo has unintentionally offended Jay.
It's true. Same reason as well.
Yeah. Well, at least earlier in the episode, I did say they and there.
No, so you said he.
I was actively trying
starting
to keep track of it. Yeah. But oops.
Okay. It has patience.
You know, looking at my mech list, I could field almost with just Cosmo's mechs. I can almost field 2 lances.
All right, let's make sure we've got the same numbers here. I've got the Firestarter, Quick Draw, Kodo, Kit Fox, and Fire Falcon.
Kit Fox, Fire Falcon. I also have the Jenner and the Osco.
Gave the Jenner away.
Well, it's just, I mean, it sits there and no one's using it. I guess I consider it my inventory so the mech doesn't, our stable doesn't forget about it. And then the Osco.
I mean, all right, I won't say anything to offend our Free Worlds League fans.
What? Yeah.
I mean, is it really a mech if it's an Oscout? I mean...
Ooh. Well, this version, you know, when it's covered in spikes and has a flail, it's a mech. I think it's got, 2 medium lasers for weapons, and that's it. Yeah, but how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's 7 mechs. I was planning on breaking out the Kit Fox, but I have no idea which configuration I'd use yet, so I have to wait to counter the opponent because that's Cosmo's thing now. It took a solid 20 minutes yesterday going into Solaris Nights and printing out each version and then converting it as a PDF to a PNG. But
yeah,
that's neither here nor there.
The mech you'll be facing today is so rare, I had to find it on Solaris Skunkworks. I couldn't find the record sheet copy of it, and I couldn't get... It's also not uploaded on Tabletop Simulator. Super rare. Oh. I've never heard of it before until I stumbled upon it.
Oh, I was gonna say, you making me fight like a Blitzkrieg or something?
I've already talked about Blitzkrieg. First off, wait, why are you talking shit about Blitzkriegs, okay?
I didn't talk shit. It said extremely rare and you hadn't heard of it.
I mean, Blitzkriegs aren't extremely rare. The fucking Lyrian Alliance is going to be using them everywhere, man.
They're basically
the FedCom Civil War, like every light lance is a fucking Blitzkrieg at the head of it.
It's just the light Atlas. That's all it is.
I mean, it's a mini King Crab. Right? It's a speedy King Crab. It's an Ultra AC-20. Look, I would rather get an SM-1 tank destroyer. That's 2 Ultra AC-20s mounted on a hovercraft.
Yeah, and when they shoot, the recoil adds +1 evasion for them.
Oh, give me a break. That would be a very Battletech author thing to describe the recoil forcing you out of the way of like a side shot, you know, like someone shooting at you from the side and your recoil blasts you backwards.
Or
Yeah, I
maybe
could
if
think
you
of
shoot
several
both
authors
or-
who would use that. Oh, you
shoot
shoot them
both-
in different directions?
it just crushes and dies instantly.
I
Too funny.
don't think they're turreted like that, but okay.
That would be funny.
Is there anything else you want to do before your interview? I mean, there's so much to do and so much to see.
I only want to talk to Zhang, but I would like to do that after the match. Because it's a pretty lengthy conversation, I think. But we'll see.
You know, here's the thing. I feel like I've seen you write out conversations before, and then my response throws you through a loop, and you're not the only person that's had this happen to them.
Well, that happens to me all the time anyway. So.
Let me just say this. Make sure you know what your key goals are rather than exact dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have to listen, keep an eye on what your deliverables are and make sure you can get there. All right? You might have to sacrifice something like quality, but as long as you're willing to keep your scope and time intact.
Quality will take a hit, I am sure, as the improv starts.
Now, it should be noted that all the rest of the gladiators have had highly successful film franchises, product releases.
Was that something that I missed we were supposed to be focusing on as a group?
No,
making films?
no.
Okay.
I'm just saying, is Cosmo keeping up with the Joneses?
You know, I was that was actually one of the things I was gonna approach Zhang about. But I guess I can talk to her before and after. Then
finding a guy named Jones and then just trying to keep level with him.
No, is to actually swing in the total opposite direction of like everyone else, going like somewhat battle heavy, and see if Zhang wanted to star in what's something not too sappy, like a romance. Because I figure her headline
10 things I hate about you.
Yeah, you know, The Notebook, something like that. No,
The Notebook. Jesus.
No, but so
we went in different directions. Okay.
Yes, we did. We did. But you brought it right to Cosmo, and I tried to flip it back to Zhang.
What would let me think about Shang.
Because her headline alone, or her name alone, he figures would get.
I mean,
some attention.
Shang is more of like a crouching tiger, hidden dragon. So
that is true.
My knowledge of Chinese filmology is weak, but Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, to my recollection, is about a young woman who receives a powerful sword and does everything in her own considerable talents to become a master of that particular sword, even if she may meet an ill fate at the end. She has taken the green destiny and with it her own destiny into her hands.
I mean, that's exactly how I thought Kill Bill went, but I haven't watched either in like 20 years.
Bill. I mean, Kill Bill is about a female assassin who I guess had a child with her boss, and the boss put her in the fucking ground. Didn't take. I feel like that's pretty much the whole story of Kill Bill.
All right, let's not go with that one then.
Yeah, not Kill Bill.
I guess
I gotta say, are you sure you'd really want to play Bill in that film?
Not with Zhang. Yeah, I guess I would bounce it. I'd bounce it off her. See if she's interested. I mean, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon paints her as kind of a badass if she wants to do something like that.
True. And I mean, it does have some romance elements, just not with that particular character archetype.
Not quite.
I mean, part of the problem here is that I'm not exactly a romance film aficionado.
No, you know, that was my problem trying to look shit up too. I was like, oh, yeah. I got nothing. Crazy Rich Asians. I don't know. But I think Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, it's a classic. I think she'd enjoy it.
She's really into young women seizing power. So
I feel like I'm gonna have to do some Googling live here.
Would you count Mulan as a romance? I mean, it is technically a doomed romance. I don't think there was a romance story in the original telling of it.
Cosmo would like to be Mushu.
You let me just be really, really blunt with you. Do you actually think Cosmo has the gravitas to pull off Mushu?
Not even close.
That's a rough role you're going for. That would be like saying you wanted to play the genie in Aladdin. All right.
Ooh.
The shoes you need to fill are so big, Will Smith couldn't get in them. All right.
That is true. That's tough to do.
I really wish they had just let Will Smith be his own genie rather than try to be the Robin Williams one.
Yeah, I feel like that would have been a lot better. I'm realizing I haven't seen like 90% of the movies I'm looking at. But you know what? Mulan's in 3 of the categories. So
is Cabin in the Woods considered a romance?
I don't know anything about that movie.
You haven't seen? Oh no. My God. Oh man. I could tell you so much about it, but it would spoil. Like, it's hard to say anything about it without spoiling the whole movie. It's a horror. It's definitely an American horror story.
Horror comedy? How does that work?
Yeah. You've never seen a horror comedy before? Like What We Do in the Shadows? Oh, well, then you won't like Cabin in the Woods. All right. Damn, I think Cosmo would actually do Cosmo and Zhang and Cabin in the Woods would be super duper interesting.
I mean, I will take your word for it and make a roll on it if that's what
No. Stick with what you know. Stick with what you don't let my story dictate what's gonna happen to you, because don't worry, I'll fucking you'll know what my story is. I'll tell you. All right. NPCs will show up out of nowhere and be like, oh, Cosmo, here's the new storyline. You're in the mafia now. This is something that happens. Make your roll, sir.
Make a roll for a movie that we don't know what we're going for yet. But
you're going for Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, right? Or at the very least, you're going for an overarching romance story that a non-actress billionaire could get a part in.
6. Shoot. What is that one based off of?
Entertainment, I think. Or this is to secure a deal, perhaps. It's advertising, so unfortunately it's corporate.
Corporate. Because of Battlefield to Boardroom gets a +1, which makes that a 7.
Partial success. I'm just gonna throw it to you. All right. One of the two of you has such a bad performance that the movie becomes a meme.
Do I know which one of the two? Because one of those is okay.
I'm giving you that choice.
Oh, I think as long as it's Cosmo who becomes a meme, that's okay.
Okay. So your acting is like atrocious. Episode 2 Anakin Skywalker. Right? You're like, my goodness, I love you. Ha 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 ha, roll in the grass. So much. You know what I don't love? Sand. It gets everywhere. Not gonna do sand.
That's actually really fitting. I'm not sure I'd want Cosmo to be a good actor. I'll take that. If you were going to say it has to be Zhang, I was totally going to burn my edge. Be like, nope.
Well, the thing about Zhang is she can move so slowly. She's practically invisible.
I'd like to imagine that she doesn't actually walk. She just glides.
I mean, it's Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. She will literally be gliding, all moving.
Perfect.
I would say that Zhang has an understated sachet. You know, she knows who she is and how she can get attention from everyone around her. She's the most important person in the room. And if they wanted to be more important, they should have worked harder.
And that's true both in the movie and in reality.
Yes. I think that in anticipation of your like, the director has seen that you are not great at acting. You're kind of hidden in the back of the movie poster, right? Chang with the sword down one side of her face, right? Front and center. And you're a face pointed sideways 3 layers deep in the back with the other actors covering for you.
I feel like I'm tangled in, like supposed to be using a nunchuck, but somehow tangled and got my arm stuck together with it.
Oh my god, imagine turning Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon into a physical comedy.
It's a horror comedy. Horror is Cosmo's acting.
I wish I could tell you to watch Cabin in the Woods. Oh my goodness. Audience, you can do it though. You can watch it. I believe in you.
Yeah, no, horror's not really my thing. I'm heavy into the frankly, the sports and like the fantasy stuff. So,
Well, speaking of sports fantasy, let's get back to moving our giant mechs around.
I thought you were going to say the Solaris Centurions are on Channel 7.
Oh, somebody, the Lawson was like, if you need to have an NPC not appear in this episode, a fan ran onto the last game. Yeah, I was arrested. And I was like, do I want to make one of our NPCs disappear? I don't know. That's interesting.
That's really funny. They went streaking, and when instead of like in the NFL, when a player tackles him to help out a security, a mech just steps on him.
Which gladiator would be most likely to get caught streaming? It's definitely Carl Delviller. 100%.
He probably wouldn't think it's a big deal either.
Yeah, he wouldn't, because in clan space, just walking around naked is totally normal.
I don't see the issue with this.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. All right. Is there anything you want to do before you're...
No, I think I actually goofed and thought I had 2 more wealth than I thought I did, and I was going to buy Kaspar's Mech, but now it would just be an IOU, so let's just scrap that and wait 2 weeks, because that's like a slap in the face.
Yeah, I don't do IOUs. You pay up front in full.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was going to be an IOU because the medium was already bought for this month, so I was like, here's the 6 wealth to take, but I just can't do anything with it yet. Now I don't even have the wealth, so it really makes no sense. So no, I'm good to go right to the interview, and I'll talk to.
When it comes to selling Mechs,
after.
don't lowball me. I know what I've got.
Especially when they're from Coventry. It's too bad I can't just take like 3 of my lights and smash them together and say, here you go.
You could make one of those Republic of the Sphere tripod Jupiter or Ares or something.
There you go.
Oh my god. I hate tripod mechs.
Yeah,
they really listen. Whoever, I don't know what they're called, the Battletech company, they really want to sell tripod miniatures. That's all I'm saying. The last Battletech book of the Republic of the Spear was just like, all right, there's just tripod mechs everywhere. Every mech battle has at least one.
Every time they kick, whether they hit or miss, they make a pilot roll because they're unbalanced. No, that would be a nice roll, though.
Have you seen the latest episode? So not Hunters, because obviously that was less than an hour ago.
Seth, yeah.
Yeah, all right. So you know about Ernst Dieter Mueller, and I don't need to go through it. All right, so you're sitting across from him.
The Lyran fella, I'll call him.
Sure. So he looks at the camera and says, I'm Ernst Dieter Mueller, and this is Solaris Nights, the #2 Mech Solaris talk show. I just want to remind you all that today we are sponsored by Blue Chew Tobacco. Yes, chaw your jaw with the 3rd best tobacco in the Lyran Alliance.
Well, that's new. Cosmo's like, I remember advertisements made by the person running it before. Okay. Mr. Mueller, I don't believe we've met before.
That's true. Long time watcher, first time handshaker. And he reaches out to shake your hand.
Ah, that is quite the shake you got there. I see you went in with both hands.
Thank you. Mr. Nicholas Sokolov, aka Cosmo, also known as the Green Cosmo, yes?
Ah, yes, it's been quite some time since I was called that. But yes, you are right. Bringing me back 5-6 years now.
I'm not speaking on behalf of Donegal Broadcasting Company or the Lyran Alliance. I just want to say personally, what an honor it is to meet a Capellan Confederation mech warrior like yourself. They have proven to be such close allies of the Lyran Alliance in the most recent days. What a long-lived and cultured nation that you have.
This is where I can make an insight to check to see if he's effing with me. But I think Cosmo will just take it in stride. Like, oh, you are too kind. Yes, the Lyran Alliance and the compelling confederations have seen eye to eye recently. It has been mutually beneficial.
I understand that you have recently taken a trip to a Chaos March world.
Heligoland.
Yeah. What was that like? Was it a vacation? I understand that you were doing things there. Yeah.
Yes, it was. Well, our trip was twofold. One was business, and it went quite well. But the other was pleasure. We were invited there by the lovely citizens of Heligoland, and I'm sure you know my lady Zankufe. Her and I went together, and it was most hospitable. We enjoyed it thoroughly, actually.
Yeah.
Have you been?
To Heligoland? No. I'm afraid. I spent most of my life inside the Lyran Alliance, or as it used to be called, the Lyran Commonwealth.
I see. Well, if you decide to get out and branch out to see outside your comfort zone, I'd add it to the list.
Yeah.
Just I was going. Never mind. I'll think twice. This is going to give the name of one of the what's his name, Sean Yu, to be like, he shows you a good time, but then the Cosmos were like, I probably shouldn't be giving out names live on TV.
Mr. Sokolov, your opponent today has said that washed up old warriors like yourself should be getting out of the way to allow new blood like her in order to rise to the top. She has guaranteed victory against you.
Aha. She sounds like some of my stablemates. Perhaps is she a clanner?
No, I'm afraid. She is a former Federated Commonwealth mercenary, Miss Flair Cloudstep. How do you intend to go up in a match against someone younger, with faster reflexes, and a newer mech?
Oh. Well, that does seem to pose quite the challenge. I guess I will just have to rely on experience, better skill, and the usual. That's usually how I win, yes. I just outmaneuver her and use my experience to counter.
Yeah. Are you releasing any new product lines, Mr. Sokolov?
I have been thinking about this because I've seen sales numbers declining. I think our stable manager. She has told me the data says people are tired of my mech talks. So I've been thinking on this, but I have nothing flashy to come with you yet. But stay tuned. Very shortly, there will be something new.
Sorry, what is this Mech Talks?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I said the name of your show.
No. The name of my show is Solaris Nights. Mech Talks is the name of the #1 show in the Donegal Broadcasting and across the Intersphere. Yeah,
Cosmo ran that? No, I'm just kidding. The Mech Tips, Tricks, and whatever else the other name was, I came up with it.
I have never heard of this. This is Mech Tip Tricks. Interesting.
So this is why it is stale. It is 5 years old, and you've never heard of it.
I need you to understand that he definitely knew about it ahead of time, but he has a tablet with it ready, already pulled up, and he's like, "Oh, look at this! Point towards the audio. So delightful."
Wow, he's like bending over backwards to Cosmo. Huh? All right. I suppose I see your points. I will come up with something.
See my point. What point am I trying to make?
Well,
I think that this is delightful. Look at the editing work that has gone into these.
Who you have to thank for that is Hillbilly. You should have seen the quality. Go back 4 or 5 years and look at the original quality, and then look at more recently.
Yes, I can see he took it from SD to HD.
Yes, SD for super digital.
360 to 720 Ps.
I've heard of this, yes. I feel like Cosmo wouldn't actually know what these references are. He's just trying to play along and not look like a fool on TV.
So, Mr. Cosmo, what do you have to say regarding the place you will be fighting today?
Well, as every gladiator, I'm trying to move up, and if one does not have confidence in oneself, then you shouldn't be fighting. So I am going to guarantee victory against my confident opponent. And in wishing him well, and this no slight against you, I wish to dedicate my victory to William Double Double. I hope he's watching. I hope this gives him some inspiration, some fighting spirit. Heart attacks are serious, so I hope he's on the mend.
Yeah, we all hope for the recuperation of William Wyndham Williamson III, also known as the artist formerly known as Little Drac.
Yes, William Double Double.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
What place is it I am going for again?
The 50th rank, yes?
Ah, yes. Halfway. Very nice.
Okay. So I don't have anything else. Do you have anything else?
No, this was delightful. I look forward to our next interview.
Yeah. All right. Let us all rise. God protect the Archon, and God save the Lyran Alliance. And
his celestial wisdom.
All right, you say that, but they definitely edit that part out.
Wow. But Cosmo wouldn't know that. So.
Yeah, he wouldn't know it. He stands up and gives a salute, and the theme of the Lyran Alliance plays as
I give a deep bow and start humming the Helen Confederation.
The camera zooms in on the Lyran Alliance banner. Yeah, everything you've done is being edited out. The only place it plays is on Solaris during the live broadcast, but when it's transmitted via the hyperpulse generator, all of that is gone.
I do wonder. Well, Zhang would see it, so I was gonna say Cosmo when he talks to her later is gonna be like, "So
I love that you're humming the theme of the Capella Confederation."
Did you see how I stood up to him a bit? Yeah, did you see that? And then everywhere else it's not broadcast. He's like, "Oh shit."
Okay.
I guess maybe I don't know if I should have done this before or after, but I would research with Zuri to figure out.
Sure. Go ahead.
This person's latest mech, and if I do really well, SPAs. 6.
That's probably so good, huh? Oh, what happened to this?
That's fine. I'll just take it. I'll take that. It's a stress, right?
Wait a second. What the heck happened to this?
What?
The like cluster window has gone insane. I don't know what happened to it. All right, sorry. You got a what? A 7?
6.
Okay. How can you be manipulated?
Oh wait, it does have a plus. Sorry, it's a 7. You're right.
Okay. Then you gain a stress and you get to pick one option.
Zuri, I would like to know what mech my opponent thinks that she can take me out with.
All right, give me a sec. I gotta hide something. Alright, I'm ready. The answer is a long shot 2, developed very recently for fighting specifically in the Solaris arena. It is multiple medium X pulse lasers attached to SRM-6s with Artemis. Highly accurate, deadly firepower.
Not someone you want up close.
As you can see, the long shot looks like a giant piece of garbage. It's basically just weird laser arms and bulging missile shoulders.
It looks like a mini archer almost.
It's an SRM archer.
Yeah.
I get it. Not every mech can be the Timberwolf and be so fucking intimidating that everybody in the year 1995 was like, oh shit, that's a good looking mech.
Menacing.
Muda.
It would be funny, but I won't do that. That would require a lot of math, and I don't want to do that. If I stuck with the Uller C ECM 3 AMS.
Do it. You want to fight?
Let's do. I think I'm going to go with the E version because that sounds fun. Yeah, why not? E version of the Uller. Let me send you the file. Sorry. Oh, I'll send it to you directly on chat.
Can you make that swap for free?
Yeah, yes, I have a spreadsheet that shows the cost of every single one, and with the Omni plus Mech Tech, it's all within 100,000.
All right.
Pretty cool. What'd I say? Shit. E. It was actually more difficult finding what years they were available. Yeah, he is right. You need the PNG right here. Did that send?
You have to hit enter again now.
You have to hit it twice? That's weird.
Yes.
Okay. I don't remember doing that before. It must have been a patch.
The Desert Bolts? What the fuck?
Oh, I renamed it. Kit Fox.
ATMs?
Well, so the picture, I purposely chose one that looks funny because it's invalid, but got 6 AMS on there, but that's actually impossible. I did mirrored arms and torsos to get that configuration.
You have 6 AMS?
No,
what?
That is literally just like the picture. That's not what this one has.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was a funny picture if I put on all of them. I need to know what the armor is. 7, 8, 9, 8, 7. Eight, 4, 4, 4. Wow, you really don't have a lot of armor. Well,
yeah, neither did your fire starter, you son of a bitch.
And my fire starter was maxed out. That had like 130. This has got 76. Details. As long as I don't get shot, nothing could go wrong. Oh, it's also 5 tons lighter. That's what it is. Seven, 3, 10. All right, my armor is all set.
All right.
You don't like having 6 AMS though?
No. But you don't actually have 6 AMS, right?
Correct.
Just have ATMs.
I have ATM, ERPPC, and small laser.
Let's make our rules. Fed Sun dice set. Speaking of, where's my Federated Commonwealth dice? Since it's technically not the Federated Suns right now, it's the Federated Commonwealth. I'm just making more work for you.
May I suggest a change like that?
No. First off, no. I mean, I'd love to have a 6 on one of these dice, but I have 5 instead.
I got a 9 because I don't have a C3, but I still have that. We shall go the long way.
That's unfortunate. Which long way?
What do you mean? Which long way?
No, I meant, well, you coming in from the east or the west? Not trying to galaxy brain you here.
Let's go. I would like to be on this side.
All right. And I'll come in from the gate that's located on the west side. I shall appear here. Make your choice.
Where do I want to go? 2, 3, here? I guess I'll go here. No, I want a straight line. Right there. Okay.
Roll.
7. Your move.
And move I will. Go ahead.
Thanks. Hold on. I want to count before I cement that. Oh, Lord, that's so far. 1, 2, 3, 4. 27. I'm going to guess that's too far. Oh, my God. That's exactly long range. All right. We're going to try a pot shot because why not? I'm base 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for walking, and 4 for long range, so 11s. I don't think there's anything intervening, not that I saw. Oh my God, that was almost a 12. That would have been absolutely devastating. Okay, I miss.
Okay. 8.
And I just paid 24, so good. 11.
I'm sure a real pain in the ass. You know that, right?
You know, I haven't even used my second roll yet. I'm just winning on the first rolls.
I don't skid, but it's fucking close.
Would you say these are level 2 with the pipes coming up there?
Yeah, but they're so see-throughable. I'd actually call being next to the factory like this partial cover, rather than say that the pipes block.
Okay, that makes sense.
Visibility.
And there's the tree.
Because I know it may not look like it, but I am technically adjacent.
Yeah.
Via Battletech's rules.
Okay, then you would add the tree in addition to that?
Between the two of us?
This tree?
Yeah, I don't think that counts independently.
Okay.
You know, I think that Lightwoods, you need to have a lot of trees to make it count.
Okay. Then I guess I'll just stay put. Put that in there. Get out my Eric V dice. Boom. Are you shooting with anything? I actually didn't look at your
depends on
weapons.
how far away you are, right? I don't think I can hit further than 9 hexes, so.
Oh my God. Yeah, you can't. I didn't realize it was all short range. Holy crap. Okay.
You do what you gotta, you know?
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. That's still long range for everything. So on base 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for partial cover, plus 4 for long range is 10. And I can't hit your legs. I've never actually used ATMs before, so this will be my first time attempting.
You'll have to choose which mode you're firing them in.
I'm assuming that says ER and HE. Extra
yeah,
range
so
and...
long range, medium range, and short range.
Oh, I didn't even see the first one had some separate row. That makes sense. All right, well, long range. So just 1 damage for each. But first, the PPC, need a 10. That hits. 15 damage to your right leg, so it hits the factory.
They cluster in groups of 5.
Huh? That was the PPC.
Oh, the PPC. Sorry.
But it hits the factory.
You said something about ATMs, and I was like, all right, it's time to do the ATM rules. Let me crack out the rule book. All right. You hit this mech factory. And you know what? The factory there is meant to look like it hasn't been shot hundreds of times before, but, you know, now it's melting again. You can clearly see scars of battle damage.
Now it's just a hole going through it.
Yeah.
All right, so now the ATM's at long range. Miss. Can I have... You gave me a no card. Very nice. So, all right. Help me out with the ammos here. There's... Does that say LRM 15? How the hell do you get an LRM 15 and ATM 3?
It's narcs as well. I don't know. What did you do?
This is the standard sheet. I didn't do that. I don't see how you could possibly have an LRM 15.
Yeah, you don't even have narcs. So I think that's supposed to be ATM ammo because you have...
Yeah, that makes more sense to me.
ATM 3 ER HE. Do you have the regular? I think you only have HE and ER on this bad boy. Oh, yeah, there you go. You have the regular as well. All right, you have 20 of each. It's a lot of shots, actually. What do you want to do?
I'll say I was doing a long range narc, or no, homing beacon.
Yeah. You have a homing beacon? Do you have a narc launcher on this thing?
No, I don't. I was just reading the ammo, I guess.
No, but I'm telling you, your actual ammo's down here. You actually have the 3 ATMs.
That makes way more effing sense.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck this is. Ignore that.
Okay. Well, I'm going to ignore that then. Then, yeah, it was just extended range.
Okay. How far away are we?
We were at 20.
Okay. So that's the log range shot.
Yep.
Go ahead, make my day.
That was confusing the hell out of me. Okay. I already shot and missed. I just wanted to know what ammo to mark off.
I guess I really didn't want to get hit by that whole 3 damage you had hit.
Doink. All right.
Let's do some initiative. Can't wait to lose again. 6.
8.
Hmm.
I'm glad you pointed. I didn't even think to look at the crit table. That was awfully stupid of me, but
Okay, go ahead.
I would like to get within 14. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 13, 14. Wow, that's exactly 14. Let me double check that. Yeah, 13.1. All right. Yeah, I'm not going to move again.
Well, go ahead. I mean, I can't hit you, so.
All right. Base 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for the ERPPC. And also 7 for I'll do normal ATMs at medium range. That hits. Location 10, left arm, 15 damage, and there are 2 crits.
Left arm, 15 damage. Well, oh. You will need those crits. There's no arm. 7 and 6 is 13, 14, 15.
That's okay. He didn't have any arm weapons anyways. Just a heat sink.
Yeah, go ahead.
Now I need 7s again for the ATM 3. That hits. Location 4. Or actually, how does the clustered in how much did you say? 3?
The They cluster in groups of 5, I think. But you have 3 missiles.
Right. Okay. So this is why we need this really extended
Sorry,
chart.
which missile type are you firing?
The
ATM,
normal.
ER, or HE?
ATM.
Okay, so it deals 2 damage per missile. How many missiles are hitting?
6. 2.
Okay,
That
so you
seems very
deal
generous.
4 points of damage.
Yes. 2. Location, right arm. That seems super generous. A 6 for... Oh, that's okay.
I now have a dissipation of 18. It's fine because I haven't built any heat yet. And at this rate, I never will. We're all having fun here. So you've dealt 19 points of damage to me so far.
I got a 7 for my next initiative.
I got a 4, you know. What is it the kids say? FML? Now hold on, I'm not done moving yet.
Sploosh.
Go ahead.
Any difference between a 10 or 11? Yeah, 10 is better. Okay.
You know, I really dislike you.
Winning initiative is fun.
Okay. Do whatever you want to. I mean, I can't.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 7s again for the PPC. I'm going to use my first point of lucky. Well, that's the fate saying F you. Where be my lucky? Woo, this one. Okay, next is the ATMs that at 10 are also medium range, so it's the same to hit. Need a 7. Using normal, sorry. Wow. 3 6s in a row. That's pretty good. Okay. Swing and a miss.
All right, so Flair opens her communications and goes, "Hey, you thought you could get away from me forever. Your time's over, old man. You can't get my rank."
You let me know when you get here. I'll be waiting, shooting at you the whole time.
9 initiative.
Ooh, very nice. 10.
Checking for skid. I'm good. Go ahead.
Eight. Oh, I did that wrong. So that's too much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That puts us at 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 where I want to be. Indeed, it is. No, it's not actually. That puts you at your range. I want to be 1 more further back. All right, then. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 9 because there's no difference for me. Sure. And I got the extra evasion. Perfecto. Make your move. Unload with all your weapons.
I will fire 2 medium X-Pulse and 2 SRM-6.
Sounds like a good choice.
Left leg for 6.
Got it. 2 armor left there.
Left arm for 6.
1 armor left there.
Ooh, hits. So close, so close. 5 on a 6 bag of SRMs is 3 hit. Right torso.
Got it.
Right torso.
Got it.
Center torso.
Got it.
Second pack hits 2 missiles. Left arm.
Any crits?
2 crits. Anything good in there? Anything I need to be?
My ATM, not LRM.
All right. I'm just doing 2 1d6s then.
That works.
Hand and shoulder.
Wasn't that a 3 and a 4?
It was a 2 and a 4, right?
Well, even if it's a 2, it's upper arm, I suppose. But
yeah, it's just one of the actuators in the hand actuator. I don't know that the difference between them matters that much.
Doink. Doink. Okay. Was that all the missiles?
I think I had 1 more. I just didn't roll it yet. There it is. 2 points center torso.
Got it. 5 armor left there.
Okay, so no really big breakthroughs that I was desperate.
Well, my next round, my ATM's going to be much harder.
Oh my god!
What happened?
These are Artemis, so I forgot to add +2 to the cluster roll.
I haven't started shooting. If you want to add them.
Yeah, I think with a +2, it basically means an extra missile hits, right?
If they're SRM,
remember.
Weapon size 6s.
Let's split the difference and say 1 additional missile hits. How about that?
Sure.
That's center torso for 2. Still not good.
Chewing away.
Generate 22 heat.
So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 missiles for 12 plus 6. That was definitely 20 points of damage. I'm gonna make my pallet roll now. I'm good. I think I'm actually going to use HE adds heat, right? That's what the HE does.
No. I mean, all 3 missiles generate 2 points of heat when you fire the launcher. The HE is 3 damage per missile.
Oh, 3 damage. Oh my god. Okay. I clearly have never used ATMs.
And it doesn't have the short range penalty. I mean, they are really good. They're a huge pain in the ass.
Yeah,
I didn't really want to add them to the game.
It's a lot to I guess figure out.
Next up, we're going to be doing plasma rifles and T-SAMs and
Season 3 is like, Dark Ages, right? So everything's for a game.
No, it's FedCom Civil War.
That makes sense.
Dark Ages, Jesus. I would like to do a Dark Ages game, but I'm burned out on Battletech making so many shitty decisions.
I heard the end of Seth's episode just sounded like you need a change of pace.
I've been doing Battletech for 4 years, and every year they've managed to be like, look, guys, we could be a community full of leadership, but actually we're going to make the wrong fucking choice at every corner. If we just shut our fucking mouths, we'd be better off than what we're at now.
I think, what
are you going to do? You want to alpha strike? Come at me, bro.
I can't use that ER small laser because it's too small. But
all right, well, strike with everything but that,
Yeah, I'm going to use normal missiles and the PPC. So I need a 5 for the PPC. That'll do. Location 8, left torso, 15 damage. No crits.
Left torso, 15 damage. I don't know
any...
that no crits is going to matter, but all right, 9, which means there's 5, 6 left over. I now have 2 internal left.
Ooh, I'm glad I chose the normal missiles then. They have an additional +2. So that means I need a 7. Huzzah, 7. Cluster is an 8. 4. What is this? Sorry, 3 right here. 2 missiles. I don't know why I keep looking over. The 3's literally right there. 2 missiles hit. Location 10. Oh, that's game. Left arm.
It's 5 damage clusters, but yeah, left arm will instantly win.
Yeah, that's 4
by
damage
taking out 3 fusion engines.
That I need to do a little more research before I just randomly pick a mech that I think I'll figure out on the fly.
Yeah, that would be wise.
I bubbled my way through that quite a bit.
Yeah, but isn't that so Cosmo?
That's true. Once again, we are proving Cosmo and the player are not that different.
All right, how hurt are you?
You did
take internal damage.
Internal, but it's not custom. So the usual 3. Mech Tech makes it 2.
All right, folks at home, just remember, this is the last episode of Solaris Nights until January, so keep your shit together. All right, we don't have a Semyorka here, so I gotta add a new category for Euler.
If you could go by Desert Vopes, please.
Sure. The Desert Fox? Okay.
Basically.
That's a name steeped in good Lyran Alliance tradition. You said 2 wealth, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right.
That went pretty good. Kind of.
Going to your exit interview?
Yeah. I have no reason to skip.
All right. For instance, there is like, Mr. Cosmo, excellent job that you have performed today.
Well, thank you, Mr. Mueller. You know, you shoot enough times, accuracy through volume of fire, and that was the case with my PPC. Just shoot enough times, eventually I'll hit there.
Bring a big enough gun and get close enough, and it makes all the difference, yeah.
Yes, although I must say I was a little worried. I didn't realize the pure power of the ER PPC. I've never used clan PPCs before. I do worry what would have happened if I shot her in the head by accident. That's not why I'm out here. I'm here to win, not to take out the pilots. Yeah, I'm not sure I will do this again with the weapon of that size against such small mechs.
There's been a long discussion about that for many years. Pilots who, well, and he looks at you sadly as if he was about to talk some major shit about you and then thought better of it. Let us just say that Hunter McGregor has surely put the protests of those who wish to nullify weaponry used on the Solaris battlefields to rest. Alright, so let's talk about this particular victory. Of course, another Federated Sons mercenary is defeated quite easily. Basically did absolutely nothing.
Well, I think she got her, whatever the equivalent of, her steps in a mech. She ran across the map. I took like 4 steps.
All right, I want you to know that just got cut from the interview, by the way, for the broadcast.
I can't say because she got her steps in?
No, because you didn't talk shit about Federated Sons.
Wow.
Listen, listen, you need to understand this is the new Donegal, okay?
I'm trying to think what are they going to air for the interview? Good job. Thanks. All right, that's good.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Wow. All right.
I don't know if you've ever seen conservative sports media before. But that kind of shit happens.
Yeah.
Especially if the interview isn't live, which when you're not on Solaris, it's not.
That's true.
All right, all right. Enough jokes aside. Let's talk about what your game plan is next. Now that you've reached the rank of 50.
Well, hopefully I continue to climb. I've said it for the past 5 years, so that I'm getting up there in years. That my goal is to someday deserve a seat inside the Shield Hall, which means I need to be top 20. And right now, I'm halfway up to the top, but I am more than halfway to my target destination. If I get to 20 and I sit there, I'm happy.
That's all the meat that you have? 20 and no further?
Oh, anything after that is gravy for that meat.
Okay. That's disappointing to hear. I would have expected a strong mech warrior like yourself to want the victory. To gnaw at the bone, you know?
Perhaps I become like the entrance exam. You must beat Cosmo to be considered one of the best in top 20, you know?
I seem to remember there was a mech warrior like that once.
He liked the number 1.
Oh, you mean Count 11? I think he wasn't a mech warrior. I think that guy was a Raven pilot. But yeah, sure, I'll take it. No, I meant the guy with the Rifleman 3 that fought Hunter. His whole thing was gatekeeping people out of the assault class.
Yeah, he had that was a quad Gauss, right?
Yeah, no, it was like multiple LB10.
Oh yes, yeah. That's still ridiculous.
Everybody knows masked LB10 is the true strategy.
I'm just saying, last time I was there, Raja did not seem too happy to see me come in. I was not worthy at the time. Well, Mr. Mueller, I must say, our entrance interview is a little more lively. I feel like you're waiting for me to do something.
No. It's just, what is there to say? You have won. You have been victorious. You know. Is there anything you want to say as a result of your victory?
Well, I'm as my opponent said, I might be old, but apparently this old man could still get a victory. So I don't know. I will keep going as long as I can.
Flare Cloudstep is just like, man, fuck this guy.
I don't even know. Did Cosmo ever even see this person? Is she like, how old is she?
No, just 19.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
She's hot shot playbook. I mean, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah. I think Cosmo's he's probably in his mid to late 40s by this point.
Wow. That means during season 3, you're basically going to be on the verge of retirement.
Yeah, the Black Widow.
I was going to say, in clan space, they would take you out back and put you down gently.
I'm sure Seth is already wondering when that's happening to us.
Seth's just going to come back to the stable and be like, well, boys, I sent Cosmo to a ranch upstate. You won't be able to see him again, but don't worry. He's out there chasing battle mechs, just like he always liked to do.
He could be pretty funny if he's like, yeah, I remember when Cosmo used to say Salama Seth. It's really Salama Sokolov.
Wow. Holy shit. That would be so good.
Honestly, I don't expect to add a Seth at this point. I think I'd expect to add a Carl, who actually like tried to like meet with Cosmo, tried to understand, teach him things, but then after just kind of dumped on him.
Wow.
But.
All right. After interview, what else you got?
After interview, well, the immediate thing I must do is head to Eye of Providence Lounge to meet with the Gambler representative. And because I bet on myself again, like I always do.
Yeah.
Talk to the Gamblers then, see how we did. And kind of relax for a bit before realizing I probably should go train Caspar. The next day or so, not always in the same night.
Sure.
It's just Cosmo's thing. He goes to the bar, loosens up, gambles for a bit after, collects some winnings, more than likely losing, and then next day trains with Caspar.
Have we figured out a mech for Caspar?
Well, I was gonna buy him out of Cosmo's wealth.
Yeah, but what about now? I'm talking about now.
For right now, for this immediate training session, he'll be in the Hunchback because he hates lights. I'm not Hunchback. Sorry, the Quick Draw because he hates lights. So keep him moving in something bigger, slower, more armor. Based off his horrible stats, I don't think it matters what he trains in, as long as he's training. So I guess because Cosmo is better at piloting, he'd say continue working on your maneuverability. In the bigger mech, positioning is key. So let's run through obstacle course one more time, but this time faster than last time.
Okay.
And then the only other thing I want to do is talk to Zhang. Preferably in some place somewhat secluded.
Okay.
You know how she sometimes will go out to like a dinner or something and everyone else leaves? Something like that would be perfect. You know, she does that.
No, you're right. That is her power. Yeah. All right.
So if Cosmo could like request something like that, where it's just, maybe you and I, we go out, just us, yeah?
Okay. Look, it's short notice, so it's not like you can get the restaurant on the rooftop of the Ritz-Carlton.
Sure.
Right, but it's no Outback Steakhouse.
Right.
Texas Roadhouse.
No fried onion rings for us.
Yeah. You get to a pretty nice non-chain restaurant where they have someone who is considered to be a chef that has several sous chefs to help
Who is
out.
considered to be a chef.
Hey, listen, man, you go to some restaurants and you're like, my compliments to the chef. And they're like, we don't have a chef, man. We have a guy named Todd and he's stoned. You know what I mean? Like,
we have a line cook.
Yeah.
Maybe two.
When you think restaurant, you're thinking the chef. Not someone who reheats pucks of pre-distributed corporate matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Not someone who just has to unzip a bag, dump it in, boil it, take it out.
Oh, you're giving Applebee's too much credit there. You just microwave it.
I had a family member who worked in the restaurant business for 20 plus years. So I think I know more about those restaurant secrets than I want to. But this will do nicely. Yes, thank you, Zhang, for coordinating this so quickly.
She nods, pushes around her, steamed vegetables on her plate, waiting to know what it is you've brought her out here on short notice to do.
Zhang, I think you know. I would do anything for you, and I have no secrets from you. And you have my complete trust. So I just ask you to hear me out for these next couple of moments, because I have a feeling you will have strong thoughts or feelings.
All right, I'm going to stop you right here.
Oh, no.
And I need you to understand that this is a woman who thinks she's about to get a ring. Please continue.
Well, this is about to go horribly sideways.
Go back to everything you just said. The emergency situation. I'm thinking a man who's just about to drop a proposal. That's from my point of view.
It's actually not that. It's not that far off as I more make it. It just there is no ring. Now all the audience now is going, God, fucking Dunamis' poor wife. As you know, before I met you, I bounced around, changing allegiances on a whim to stay safe, and then, continue to entertain in the arena. I was a confused and undecided individual, and I scripted all of this before you just said that.
But you can hear it now, right? You can hear it.
Now it's all I can hear. Overwhelmed by the life that comes with being a Solaris gladiator. And frankly, not even a great one at that. I don't even know if I can keep reading this. You changed me for the better. You gave me direction and a sense of purpose. And for that, I am eternally grateful. And I hope we can continue this journey together. But I must confess a couple of things that recently I do not know how to deal with them. The politics and the scheming that comes with our cause, it wears at me. It ages me quicker than I had before. And two things have made me realize this. And the first is this whole thing with the clans and Apex Dragons. I felt I was not able to defend my family because I was, we were on Heligoland. We were busy, going for a cause, which is noble. but when lives were threatened, it made me feel like I was not there for my family. And second, I must tell you, I was approached directly by one of the houses that report to Sun Tzu, House Kamada. And they asked me to join them. And while they honored me, it would be more of the same, except without you. And I don't understand why I would want that. And so I must ask you, what is our goal? Where does our path end? Because I don't want my path with you to end, but I do not think I can keep up with the scheming.
Oh my god!
And I had all that scripted already.
How did you write this?
Well, there was not going to be a ring. That was the big part that you twisted. I didn't see.
Listen, coming. You better be texting somebody under the table to bring something
Get me the
immediately.
Biggest, largest diamond you can find. Real diamond. But
right.
Honestly, because when I wrote it, I thought she was going to be like, "We're not a thing anymore if you're not supporting my cause."
She looks flatly at you and says, "What more? We have given Heligoland its freedom. We've secured special considerations, have we not?"
Yes, of course. I guess I'm asking, where do you want? What is your goal? When
do you
does
not
it end?
enjoy my patronage?
Of course I do, but
do you not treasure the time that we've spent together?
You know I do.
What is this talk of going other places to do other things? There's so much we have left to accomplish.
I agree.
Heligoland is just the start.
And I think this is where comes like, this is what I was afraid of, just the start. For example, Guru Sampak. Why am I meeting with him? He makes me question everything. I don't know what I am doing. I enjoy my time with you, not with Guru Sampak, not with all this political scheming.
Fine. We don't need anybody else.
Sorry, what?
We don't need anybody else. If you don't want to go into Thugi mysticism, if you aren't looking to advance the greater cause of the compelling confederation, I can deal with all of that. Everything we do here is for your gladiatorial career and for Heligoland. It's a partnership that works for us. And if some part of it isn't working for you, you need to tell me. I will send Guru Sempak away. I'll have him killed if you want.
Oh, no, I do not wish him
harm. Okay, sent away is fine then.
Yes, that is more than adequate. Honestly, I thought you would not be receptive to this because it's like I am not questioning, but I am struggling to keep up with you and your motives. I enjoy us together, you and me. The rest of it does not matter.
You hear it right. You still hear it right.
Oh yeah, and I feel like he probably is kind of thinking I should have brought a fucking ring. Honestly, I thought, which therefore Cosmo thought, this was going to implode horribly, and she was going to walk out and be like, "We're done."
No, we're not. This is just the start. Everything we've done in the last few years is just a basis for where we're going.
And where are we going?
There's an idea. Something to stop the clans more permanently.
I think at that Cosmo perks up big time, especially after what's been going on with the Jade Falcons.
You can't repeat this to anyone.
I take out listening device or white noise machine.
You mean
not listening device,
machine.
the opposite.
Diplomats at the highest level of every great nation are talking about the reformation of the Star League. And who could be at its head but the wisest, most fair of all?
This is something I could get behind. This is purpose. This is what I needed.
I cannot assure you that it will happen. But if it forms, it will be soon. And the Chancellor will stop at nothing to make sure that he is at the head of the new government. Whether the position is executive or ceremonial, it doesn't matter. Our people only need to be seen as first.
If you would have me, I would love to join you on this journey.
All right. Listen, there's something that looks a lot like someone putting a ring on somebody else. Like she holds her hand out for you to, all right, listen, or let me ask, is Cosmo at the point where at some time off camera, while we wait for January to come around, that he would propose?
Honestly, if I had known she wasn't going to freak out, yeah, I would have
Okay.
thought to bring something. I just thought it was a done deal that Zhang and Cosmo were about to break up and it was over.
Listen,
But
if you
I
want to
thought that
break
was-
up with her, you can, but
No.
listen,
He-
the Thugi mysticism, all of that stuff, right?
That's what was freaking him out. Yeah.
Yes, all of that was just to gain control over you. But if you're going to leave because of it, then that has failed.
Yeah, I'd say that probably would have been accurate.
Whatever it takes to keep this extremely well-connected, high-skilled mech warrior by her side is what she's going to do.
Oh, that's so interesting.
You've
Cosmo
gone from a
looks
pawn to a knight, and she needs that knight on the board. She can't afford to lose you.
but hindsight is 2020 because I see it as the total other way around, where Cosmo has to do everything he can to keep her happy because he can't lose her.
Yes, but that's the problem. You've both bound yourself by mutual need to push each other's agenda. It's bonds like trust, but not quite.
One of the first things I said was, "You have my complete trust."
But she doesn't, does she?
Yeah, not quite, I suppose.
It's okay. It's okay if she doesn't. She'll just do whatever it takes to keep you around.
Okay, all right. Well then, yeah. Honestly, had
Amazing.
I known it would have gone this way, I absolutely would have
You popped the ring?
said, showed up with a ring. Yeah, he would have had to do some extensive research though to know what kind of ring she wants, though, like what kind of setting and all that crap.
Maybe it's just...
What is it? The 6 C's, cut, clarity, color, something.
I don't know. Listen, the people who want to sell you rings overall are the same people who are mining diamonds and storing them in a warehouse and being like, "Oh yeah, this diamond's like $500. There's not that many diamonds in the world. Don't check the back room."
As they knock over a box and a bunch of diamonds fall.
Just
Yeah.
huge fucking diamonds the size of a baby's fist fall out. And, yeah, those are fake diamonds. They're like diamonds but different.
So, reminds me of a shark I know who also has diamond in his name.
You mean Vimy Diamond Shark? You think he's gonna sell you a diamond ring? Forget about it.
There's no way Cosmo would go to him. No way.
Forget about it. I don't think that gemstones have any value in clan society since they don't give a shit about artifice.
That's probably true.
Their idea of a good time is putting together a drum circle and dancing around in leather clothing.
You know what I think Cosmo would do, given how this actually went far better than he thought? He would probably try to arrange this. He would try to do this stealthily, but there's no way he does this without her finding out. Like, it's just impossible. He would try to arrange the wedding or something like that to be on Heligoland and try to make it like we're just, we're traveling.
That would explain the time skip as well.
Yeah. Like he's thinking, well, let's every, X months, years, whatever it is, we should go check on Heligoland, make sure everything's going well, make sure they still like us. And then in one random visit, it's the whole time they're there, it's all set up about like the wedding and honeymoon type thing.
I'm gonna say, what you could do is try to get the other gladiators to go with you for your wedding. Who's your best man? Who's your best man? It's not gonna be Cow Yu, is it? Stab your buddy in the stomach.
He waits the second I get married, then shoots me.
It was a complicated insurance scam.
I don't. The best man thing's a good question, but he would totally reach out to oh god, what's the previous tech that went to Spirit Customs? He would definitely be invited.
Interesting. All right, bringing it back. Okay.
He'd be invited, as well as Caspar for sure. Would probably be the first two on the list, and then he'd probably extend it to the gladiators. But at the same time, it's like a nervous like. Here, do you guys want an invitation? You probably don't, right? Like, you really don't. And as they take it, he'd be like, no,
what are you, me in real life? Jesus. Look, I hate to waste your time, but here, just throw it out if you don't want it.
Yeah, basically. That's perfect.
All right, we made it, Dynamis. We made it to the end of the episode.
I thought that was a good way to wrap it up. before a break. I don't know.
Oh,
There are
what can I
definitely going to be
say?
some laughs at. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to myself and be like, God, I'm just,
I do sound like I'm proposing.
yeah. People can do some cutting and splicing of that.
It's going to end up more twisted than a Lyrian Alliance propaganda video. Friends at home, I guess we'll see you in like 3-4 weeks. Who knows? Have a good time zone.